Alright, so, hey guys, me again, you know who I am, and today, I'm gonna show you, a little bit of the Rework and what I think of it, because it's like, it really doesn't change a whole lot, to be honest. In fact, it almost changes nothing. Granted, Ash really didn't need a change. The only thing he needed a real change in his fun factor, because he's a solid frame, and I really like him, but he is not fun to play at all because he does his job. I mean, hardly say that every day. Fuck, man. Oh shit. Okay, so let me just go over the ability changes real fast. So, Shuriken, as you heard, got a sound change, and that was literally the only change they made to it. I'm kind of glad they didn't change that. Smokescreen, you can cast on the move, in the air, whenever. Hold on, let me show you this on a short, no duration build. You just cast it whenever, like Loki's invisibility, and that kind of thing. And to be honest, I preferred it on the ground because what Smokescreen was what it does different from Loki's invisibility is it draws enemies near the point of invisibility, so it was very much good for distraction and grouping up enemies, which is really good. But it's like now it seems like that, and it was really good escape. Teleport, you can now teleport to anything with a health bar. So most objects, the only thing you can't teleport to is resources on planet nodes. Like you see that like a Rabido formation, you can't teleport to that, but you can teleport to like a fan in like an event. You can actually teleport through the fan, I was told, which is really interesting. And Bladestorm. So let me get into this. I only really use Bladestorm to like just avoid fatal damage. So when I say, like, I don't know, I was get attacked by a napalm, right? And you know their fucking fire grenades or fire ogresses are fucking retarded, and they do a lot of damage. And say, oh no, I know this last second of the fire proc is gonna kill me. That's what I'd use Bladestorm for, because you're immune to damage in that mode. And basically, I just avoid fatal damage altogether by going into Bladestorm instead of taking that fire proc and, you know, dying. That's what I honestly use Bladestorm for. However, now it doesn't do that nearly as fast now that you have to press 4, aim, and then 4 again. And it's not as fast to get in and out of it, but it's a lot faster to spam. Say if you were just spamming Bladestorm, it just got a lot easier and a lot sillier. So let me just show you. Spawn in these guys, right? Because now all I have to do, Bladestorm. Bladestorm. I'm not kidding. This is super effective. Yeah, spamming it a lot faster now. And like I'm gonna keep the same build because this is my old Bladestorm build. So let me just show you this again. Is no duration, all the efficiency you ever want, and that sort of deal. I switched Fry and Flow out for like augments and stuff, but yeah. And so here's what it does really well, but the thing it's like some stuff it doesn't need to do. So there's a new synergy with and I put this in air quotes, synergy with Smokescreen and Bladestorm, is that when you're invisible, the cost of all your marks are significantly reduced. So what you can do with that said synergy, quote unquote, just go mark, and then just pop Smokescreen before you and go invisible, and suddenly all your marks are reduced. But the thing you have to understand is, I don't think oh shit, I don't have a melee weapon, so this is gonna take forever. I'm really sorry about this, guys. So this is gonna be slow, but as you can see, all the bodies that are killed by Bladestorm are turned to ash. Pun intended, apparently. And it seems to have either a 50% chance to drop an energy orb or a health orb. And don't worry, Necros can still desecrate Bladestormed bodies, because the body's instance is still there. It's just that their actual physical appearance isn't. Let me equip the melee weapon so this can be miles faster. Which is what everyone was complaining about with Bladestorm, was that they wanted him nerfed simply because he just locked enemies in place for a while. And the way to circumvent that is to use attack speed mods on your melee weapon, because what that does is that also speeds up Bladestorm by a significant margin. So hold on, I need energy. Well, I don't need a whole lot of energy, but this again. Also, I really like the new badass animation he goes into when he's stealthed in Bladestorm. I'll show you that a little bit more in a second. But yeah. Yeah, now you can see he's obviously significantly faster. And Shade gave me a stealth there, so. But here's the thing with that synergy. So here's what you have to take into account the actual cost of Smokescreen. And so here's that synergy again, and this is with max efficiency. I'm gonna put the numbers up on screen for numbers max efficiency, because the thing is with the synergies, you also have to take into account the cost of Smokescreen. If you're gonna go down if you decide to use energy do this while invisible. And obviously, it changes when you have when you're unmodded and stuff. It'll be something I won't use too often. Just a side note here: if you go into your options and you turn on color corrections, it's on by default. But I have it off because it looks silly with Loki and Valkyr. Yeah, the game looks way different now. All right, so if you go into Bladestorm mode, the whole world is like black and white, and I think this is a really cool effect. There's some music that plays when you're in this mode too, which is a really nice touch, but shame I won't be looking at it too often because I have color correction turned off. Okay, so here's that same 135 test, but instead of using that Bladestorm build, we're going to use my normal build because it has more invisibility duration right now. Alright, we're going to bump these guys up to 135. And so, Bladestorm was initially shit against high-level enemies. And as you can see, in a minute, it's gotten even worse. I really like this badass animation he does when he's in stealth. Also, clones only appear when you double mark people. That just... Oh, shit. Well, I wanted you to see the damage numbers. I didn't think they'd kill me so fast. So, alright, so that was a little rough. Let's try that again. Ooh, what the fuck? Okay, half my marks disappeared for some reason. I can see his actual Bladestorm bleed damage is been reduced to a quarter of what it used to be. It takes like slightly faster, but not enough faster to justify the damage loss. Okay, so it used to be shit against high-level enemies, and now it's even shittier against high-level enemies. So I'm just gonna nope. Obviously, when I showed you the stealth properties of it, was that the bodies will turn to ash. However, the thing with Bladestorm is why that okay, so that change was completely unnecessary, and here's why. So, in fact, let me just show you this in game. All right, so I traded out my handspring mod for enemy radar just so you can see this on the minimap. Okay, so they're unalerted right now, as you can see. Now, when I go and attack them, their alerted state is always shifted up one. So if they're unalerted, they'll go into suspicious, and if they're suspicious, they'll go into alerted. I really wish they went full stealth with this. Made it so it just didn't alert the enemies at all. Like as long as it doesn't change their alerted state, that would be fine. But the problem is it does. So even though that the bodies disappear, this is still pretty useless in stealth anyways, and he can't get stealth multipliers at all. Which in fact that's the entire reason why he can't get stealth multipliers, is because their state is all shifted up one from what it used to be. Let me just show you this. So Bladestorm, like, it's just still not as useful as it is for, like, his other abilities scale infinitely. So Bladestorm, it was the only one ability that never scaled infinitely. Well, even then it scales with the combo meter, and that technically scales, well, that scales to like 10. So that's definitely not infinitely, but all of his other abilities scale infinitely. So I can just Smokescreen, and that will always do the same thing. I can teleport and do a finisher. That'll always do the same thing, and it's even better with covert lethality. And with this augment seeking shuriken that I've showed you in many other videos, I can always strip 100% of the armor off and blast a fool. They need to make a couple changes to Bladestorm. They need to revert back his damage, because the slash box that he does with Bladestorm are like a quarter of what they used to be, and that's no good. So that needs to be changed back. Like, if they're gonna have it remove the bodies, it should also. If they're gonna have it remove the bodies, it should also not change the enemy's alert state, and giving it the stealth bonuses and stuff like that. Because then it'd be fucking amazing. Like, Bladestorm would actually be useful for once, and not just like to clear out a very quick extermination mission, and just to do low-level stuff like that. So if it was given unable, it just doesn't change the enemy's alerted state, and yeah, then Bladestorm would actually be fine if they're going to take it down that stealth route. But it just can't stealth nearly as good as, say, I don't know, the fucking Zenith Star, and even because that's just a axe that shoots a little disc around, right? That gets stealth multipliers. Like, Mace's Peacemakers get stealth multipliers. Why can't Ash's Bladestorm get stealth multipliers? Like, seriously, her pistols are actually qualified as silent weapons. So if I go into an exterminate with her and the enemies are unalerted and I shoot them with Peacemaker, no one is alerted. Why can't that be a thing with Ash? The fucking Redeemer gets stealth multipliers. That's a melee shotgun. That's a gunblade, damn it. This gets stealth multipliers. That's apparently silent to the game. I don't know about you, but that doesn't certainly sound silent to me. So if this gets stealth multipliers and Mace's Peacemaker gets stealth multipliers, I don't understand why Ash's Bladestorm doesn't get stealth multipliers, when it definitely should, and then it could actually be useful. But anyway, guys, that's all from me. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.